Let's talk to investment analyst with Vertiva Capital, Ife Dayo Olokporoku. She joins me by phone. Thank you, Ife. This latest news about IOC signing a deal with the U.S., what does it mean for Nigeria?
Well, good morning to you too, MC. And this is quite significant, not because India had not started to import crude from the U.S. in 2017 already, but this is the first term deal that is being signed by a U.S. oil company and an American company. So that's why it's significant. Typically, the oil companies in India would do a spot contract, so maybe one shipload of crude. But right now, this Indian Oil Corp has signed an annual deal for a U.S. company to supply them with crude, and this is a big deviation from where they used to be, which was it was only spot transactions, maybe one shipload or whatnot. And typically, those deals would have gone to whether other Middle Eastern countries or even in an African country like Nigeria. But right now, you are seeing the U.S. take some share in that market.
Unfortunately, we see the reserves drop to its lowest level in 2 months. What's the implication with this latest deal we are getting?
Well, for the drop in reserves, you had seen the external reserves hold sort of steady from November even till just about a week ago thereabout. But now we've seen reserves drop to about 42.8, and that's partly because we've seen increased demand for the dollar. If you look at the capital markets, there has been significant inflows into the market just from the end of January to just last Friday. About $900 million had been inflowed through the I&E FX window alone. So a lot of demand, a lot of foreign demand, a lot of investors trying to come back into the equity market and fixed income market that they had exited in 2018, partly because of the political uncertainty. But given that elections, were scheduled to hold just last weekend, and investors were positioning for the end of the elections that would bring a lot of clarity to the market, that was why we had seen the increased demand.
All right.
So obviously that had led to a lot more demand from all the windows, and the CBN has had to definitely supply the market more.
All right,
the external reserve is the war chest of the CBN, of the Apex Bank.